Muslim, Christian, Jew, Hindu, Buddhist, and atheist one too, and all in between. This is for the absolute positive, good God and truth of you, only crossing bigger and better. If you've seen anything that I've posted lately, especially on the richest 1% of us, I state by polarity, right, that these fools are too close, right, to the absolute negatives of them, right, to bring all they are back one more positive to always be good as truth. And as a reality check, right, because the negative is such a concentrated way with the money of this world, they are the devil of us, you hear me? To cross negative with negativity, knowing that much money stacked to the reality of you, right, is a negative to the world. Well, that's just the negative of you. You hear me? Jesus said, if you're not crossing all you are from the inside out, bigger and better than the poverty, you are the poverty. You hear me? At 360 degrees, listen to me. If everything that you have is stacked, so you are the controller of this world, and this world is crossing unevolved in all aspects because of your deficiency, then know that you are the devil of that reality check. Now, whether or not you want to admit that is whatever, and whether or not you want to state me as some sort of devilishly delusional figure in your life, here is the reality check of what I know. The more positive you are, right, adding up good as truth, right, with energy, right, to the bigger and better of your shape, form, and mass of matter, to the here and now of your reality check, right, the absolute bigger, better here and now you will always be. Good as truth. Can't be no other way. And to know that this form of economics, right, is a function from a negative right from you, because this kind of money, right, is the corrupter of the world. Meaning, if you weren't setting the example of the 1% of you, right, as the overseers of all of us, through greed and poverty and the imbalance of the regularity of the function of money, right, this world would not be in the state it's in. And it's all corporate corruption. It's always been corporate corruption. Listen to me. Adam came to himself in the garden. The garden is life, man. Life's the garden. You dig it? Be more positive than negative. It's good. That's the truth, okay? And in reality, when he came to himself, he came from an advanced civilization, man. And he was the God and the king of that civilization. He formed it. It all come from him crossing more positive than anything unevolved to him. And what happened is he was Shiva shafted after this, man, by these advanced beings that came back to earth and they took this knowledge from us. You hear me? Now, these beings are people, but in reality, these people are less evolved than even us, because they have no mind to even articulate what I'm telling you. Meaning the words couldn't even affect the reality to regulate their minds better. And that's what I'm trying to tell you about the richest 1% world. Without sounding crazy, and without sounding nutty, and without sounding fruity. Listen to me. And without sounding like I'm out bashing the rich. I'm not. But it is a fact of life, okay? That if you look all around this world, and just with the small, the things that have happened here recently, not small, but the negative things that have happened here recently, if those dollars was released, right, to free up the earthquake victims over in Morocco, or to free up the earthquake victims over in Turkey, or productively, right, cross society balanced out, that would be one thing, but it's not being done that way. It's not. It's a function of death to the richest 1%, because they control the laws, and these laws are stacked always against us, because these laws are never crossing one more positive, bigger and better than all negativity for us. You hear me? And if you are over a poker game, right? And you're the house always wins. You hear me? And the only way the house doesn't win is if somebody figures it out and breaks the house. Well, know the reality check of what I'm doing here, world. Regardless of what you want to think of me individually, or even with God or the devil or whatever kind of reference point you want to put me in, know that I am a father, right? First and foremost. I take care of my kids, and I do the best I can to be the best man I can be always. You hear me? By example, only trying to bring back reality in life more positive than any negativity. And these fools are a function to death. And they're a function of death from Pistis Sophia because their offspring inbred all the way out, pretty much, man, to the reality check of their negative, dark desires. Look, if you go into all things history, right, it's the inbreeding's only with the aristocrats. And these people, they're ingrained with the negative desires of Pistis Sophia. Because if they weren't, when I showed up over a decade ago, man, this isn't rocket science. You hear me? They are the demonic urge of us. They are the demiurge of us. They are the Donald Trumps and the Joe Bidens and the Russes of us. They are these people of us. And until this world wakes up, man, you can only be destroyed for it. And we can send each other back so many feel-good messages until the sun comes down. But I'll tell you what, in reality, it's not going to change nothing. Without knowledge, without knowing how this is destroying you, and you need to wake up,